The cheers in Las Vegas were deafening. The energy in Mexico felt explosive. But according to many AIMY, the next stop on BTS's ARIRANG World Tour may become something entirely different. Something quieter, more personal, and possibly the most emotional chapter of Taehyung's 2026 era so far. On June 12 to 13th, BTS begins the Busan leg of the ARIRANG tour, bringing the group back to Korea after the massive North American concerts that dominated global social media for weeks. While every stop on the tour has generated enormous attention, fans believe Busan carries a different emotional weight, especially for Kim Taehyung. Not because the performances will necessarily be bigger, but because they may feel more intimate, more grounded, more Korean. And fans think that environment could reveal a side of Taehyung that international stadium chaos sometimes hides. Over the past month, Taehyung's public image has evolved rapidly in the eyes of fans. Viral Vegas fancams, emotional concert speeches, calm stage presence, and spontaneous interactions have all fueled discussions about how much he seems to have changed in 2026. But one detail keeps appearing in fan conversations lately. Taehyung feels more emotional when he's home. That perception is now shaping expectations for the Busan concerts. Throughout the North American leg of ARIRANG, Taehyung became one of the tour's biggest viral forces. Crop top moments in Vegas, emotional crowd interactions in Mexico, and countless fancams highlighting his silent charisma spread across TikTok, X, Instagram, Reddit, and Korean communities at extraordinary speed. Fans described him as cinematic, magnetic, emotionally intense, calm, but overwhelming. Yet many also noticed something interesting. Even while dominating huge international stadiums, Taehyung often seemed emotionally restrained, as if he was holding part of himself back beneath the performance. Now, with BTS returning to Korea for the Busan concerts, fans believe that restraint may soften. And if it does, they think the emotional atmosphere could become unforgettable. Busan is not just another tour stop for BTS. Korean concerts naturally carry a different emotional tone than overseas performances. The language, the audience reactions, the cultural familiarity, and the shared history between BTS and Korean AIMY create a more intimate environment. For Taehyung especially, many fans feel Korean concerts allow his emotions to surface more naturally. One reason this speculation has grown so strong is because of how emotionally reflective Taehyung has seemed throughout 2026. In recent interviews and public moments, he has repeatedly spoken about mindset changes, personal growth, and feeling mentally reset after military service. Compared to earlier BTS eras, fans increasingly describe him as more grounded, more thoughtful, more emotionally aware, more comfortable with vulnerability. That emotional maturity became especially visible during the ARIRANG tour's MENT segments, where Taehyung's quieter and more sincere speaking style often moved audiences deeply. And now fans are wondering, what happens when that version of Taehyung performs in front of a Korean audience that has supported BTS from the very beginning? The answer, many believe, could be intensely emotional. Social media discussions about the Busan concerts already feel different from the Vegas conversations. In Las Vegas, the dominant themes were spectacle, charisma, fashion, and viral stage moments. In Busan, fans are talking about nostalgia, gratitude, emotional healing, coming home, vulnerability, growth. That shift in tone says a lot about what audiences expect from these concerts. Some fans even speculate that Taehyung may speak more openly during Korean MENT segments than he did during the American shows. Not necessarily revealing shocking information, but allowing himself to communicate more personally in his native language and cultural environment. Others think the emotional impact may come less from words and more from atmosphere. A softer expression, longer eye contact with the crowd, a visible emotional reaction during fan chants. The kind of small moment that becomes unforgettable precisely because it feels genuine. And historically, Taehyung has always been especially powerful in those quiet emotional moments. Many fans still remember previous BTS concerts, where he appeared visibly moved by Korean audiences singing together. Those memories are now resurfacing online as ARIRANG prepare for Busan, with fans sharing older clips and predicting that ARIRANG may produce even stronger moments. Part of the anticipation also comes from how much Taehyung's relationship with fame seems to have evolved. Earlier in BTS's career, his image often revolved around mystery, unpredictability, and striking charisma. But in 2026, audiences increasingly connect with him through emotional sincerity and grounded presence. The Busan concerts may amplify that transformation dramatically. Because unlike Las Vegas or Mexico, Busan is not a place where Taehyung needs to conquer an audience. It is a place where he can simply exist among people who already understand him deeply. That emotional safety may change his energy on stage. Fans are already imagining possible moments. Taehyung becoming emotional during fan chants, BTS members reacting supportively beside him, quieter acoustic sections feeling more intimate than expected, Korean ARIRANG creating coordinated emotional projects for the group. None of this is confirmed, of course. But the speculation itself reveals how strongly fans sense an emotional shift approaching. Another major reason expectations are so high is the contrast between the North American leg and the upcoming Korean shows. The American concerts were massive, chaotic, glamorous, and heavily driven by viral social media moments. Busan, however, may feel reflective. A pause in the middle of the global storm. And Taehyung's current public image seems perfectly aligned with that mood. Right now, fans are less interested in him as a flawless superstar, and more interested in him as a human being navigating growth, pressure, gratitude, and emotional connection. That perception has become one of the defining characteristics of his 2026 era. Even small recent moments contributed to it. The corn dog and cotton candy interactions in Mexico, the calm response to the Minute He-jin controversy, the relaxed pickleball clips with Jungkook in California, and the emotionally sincere Las Vegas speech that left many fans in tears. Individually, those moments seemed simple. Together, they created a portrait of someone who feels increasingly authentic in public. And authenticity becomes especially powerful during homecoming moments. Some fans now believe the Busan concerts could become the emotional center of the entire ARIRANG tour, not because they will be the biggest production-wise, but because they may capture BTS, and Taehyung specifically, in their most emotionally honest state. There is also growing discussion about how Korean audiences may respond differently to Taehyung's current energy. International fans often describe his aura as cinematic and mysterious. Korean fans, meanwhile, frequently emphasize warmth, sincerity, and emotional subtlety in their reactions to him. The Busan concerts may combine both perceptions into one atmosphere, the global superstar and the emotionally grounded Korean artist existing at the same time. If that happens, fans believe the resulting fan cams and moments could become some of the most memorable of 2026. And honestly, the anticipation already feels enormous. Before the first Busan concert has even begun, social media is flooded with countdown edits, emotional predictions, fan projects, and discussions about what Taehyung might say or do on stage. But perhaps the most revealing part of all this speculation is what fans are prioritizing. They are not mainly asking, what outfit will he wear? They are asking, how emotional will he be? That alone shows how much Taehyung's public image has changed this year. His influence is no longer driven only by visuals or performance hype. It is driven by emotional presence. And Busan may become the clearest stage yet for that presence to fully emerge. As BTS prepares to open the Korean leg of the ARIRANG World Tour on June 12th to 13th, one thing already feels certain. Fans are not expecting just another concert. They are expecting a homecoming, and many believe Taehyung may stand at the emotional center of it.